Right, welcome back. Finishing off these B-side matches here from Scotch Doubles and see who's going to work their way back to the finals. This is Triple P commentating right now. So we got Jeremy and Rhonda. Those are from Ohio. I'm just trying to find out. I know there's Ohio versus Quebec right now. Okay, this is the first time I've seen somebody's second ball break. And they are playing Rita and Stefan from Quebec. Now you guys will notice that the names are very small because they're very long. But that was a very unusual scratch for second ball to scratch in the top right hand corner. Normally anything that kind of goes bank corner on the bottom rail sometimes, or it could go bank side, but it definitely got a little bit of a bad rub off one of those balls and sent her up into the corner here. So this will give Stefan a good look here. And I'm pretty sure he scratched. I kind of took my eye off the table. It looks like he was scratching, so if he didn't scratch, my bad. No, this is Triple P here on the mic. Johnny Triple P Pompe. That's me from Calgary. Okay, so it was a scratch, so I wasn't losing my mind. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like a second ball break. And normally you don't see too many on this table. I don't mind breaking second ball because the amount of times you scratch is so rare. So it just definitely got a bad kiss off another ball. Okay, so my bad. I thought that was Stefan shooting, but I was wrong. That was a nice little shot there. That was definitely a little bit tighter to that 8 ball than it looked. She played a really nice shot there. So he's got the options here of shooting his 4 ball and kind of just run into the 5. If you can hit it full, they definitely give you a better option of shooting at 5 in the corner. But you want to make sure you leave yourself a second option, which could be the 3 ball. So if he does change his mind here, it's because he doesn't feel comfortable with it. Or can he just stun this? I'm not sure. The angles you get off this screen are just... Oh, I like that shot. Very aggressive, but this is how you're going to run this table up because that was the only ball giving them an issue. Oh, yeah. What's going on, Dave? How you doing? Yeah, maybe I do sound like some people. I don't know. I look like people. I get people coming to me all the time. They're like, hey, man, I know you. I'm from Calgary, right? Not born and raised, that's for sure. No, I'm from Thunder Bay, Ontario. That's where I was born and raised, but I've lived all over Canada. There was some commentating for John Schmidt. I wasn't there for that. Ben and Grant did a lot of streaming for that, so they did a lot of commentating. I tried to make my way down there. I just did not have time to watch John play. I mean, that would have been something. I mean, that guy's an amazing straight pool player, or just a player in general. And he's a hell of a guy. We had a lot of good laughs. So it's just decision time here. She doesn't have to do a whole lot. I know this table does play a little bit quicker than some of the other tables, so I think she's just worried that she might travel that cue ball a little bit too high into the 8. So she might want to put just a little saver and just a hair check on this ball. My voice stopped looking. So we're in the Westgate in Las Vegas. Um, so she chose to go with the two ball, which I think was safe. Either or would have been fine, but being comfortable, I know the speed of this table would be tricky. Um, this used to be the Hilton, I think years ago. So it wasn't very far from where the Riviera was, just a little northeast or east, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know my directions here. Okay, left her a nice straight in eight ball. That's what a good partner does. So we'll see how she handles this one here. I don't think she'll have an issue. Ooh, so scratch on a break results in a run for Ohio. Sorry about that. Just had to step away for a second there. Somebody was requesting music to be played in this room, but if the music happens, then sometimes we get shut down. So I just told her we could play it. We'll just see how loud it gets. If it's too loud, I might have to kibosh that. There are vendors here. Um, I think there's just a few. It's not as like busy as some of the other events that happen. Like BCA, I think has a lot of vendors. This one has a few. There's actually a nice like the setup in this hotel is really nice. I really enjoy it. They have actually a little lounge room, a couple pool tables with some couches and chairs around it. There's a bar and a couple vendors out there as well. So it's a really neat setup. And what do we got here? I'm trying to catch up on some of these comments here. No, Dave. We start nine ball tomorrow. Ben is the only guy playing in Scotch doubles, and he's playing with Tony Sakamoto, and they just won the A side, so they're in the hot seat. So we have a few other teams that are playing catch up right now. I haven't had a chance to get on Challenge to see where we're at in the standings. I mean, this could be a fourth place match right now. Maybe I'm assuming, but I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely not the splash bar. But I think that. Okay, let me just turn this back up here. How's that there, Richard? Is that a little bit better? I had to turn my mic off here because somebody interrupted me. Took me out of my groove. But yeah, I think that Grant is going to take maybe a live feed from his phone and take everyone on a little bit of a tour, maybe interview a few people and kind of give you guys that aren't here a little feel for what it's like here. I would say that this setup here, I really like it. It's probably one of the nicer setups that I've seen around from some of the other events I've been through. Yeah, no worries, Scott. If you guys hit that share button, help us out a little bit. And if my Mic's a little low, just let me know and I can turn her up a little bit more. Yeah, we hope teams go well. You know, this is it's always a big tournament for us to come here and to do well in a team event. This goes back to, you know, um, how it all started, really. So, uh, too bad the way things ended up the last few years to kind of ride that momentum. You know, we did take down that Masters 3 years in a row. And when we were coming back for 2020, everything got shut down. Um, yes, this is me there, Bundy. Um, you know, so come back 2020, things got shut down, so we weren't able to like put things together. And 2021, we couldn't cross the border to come across. There was too many rules and regulations involved, and I know that VNEA put a tournament out. Um, so I don't know if that takes away our four-peat, you know, because the team did win it last year. Um, but either way, you know, if we can roll this together. I know that they said that there's keeping this the 40th. Um, so 2020 was supposed to be the 40th, and I think when they did 2021, I don't know if they put a number on it or not because they wanted the 40th to be kind of a special VNEA tournament. So they're doing a little bit more for this tournament this year for its 40 years of being around. And so we were hoping that we would four-peat on the 40th year. That's just, you know, what we got here. No, no, Dave. Everyone, especially in this division, I think everyone will find the speed of the tables and the breaks pretty quick. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, every team's pretty tough. So um, it's just gonna find out who finds out that break the best. Well, yeah, no, Bundy, I could have crossed back in 2021, but there was still a lot of regulations involved and whatnot. So, and then obviously, like Eric wouldn't be able to cross, or Ben wouldn't be able to cross, and Vino, so we would have been short anywho. So, I'm glad that everything worked out the way it did this year. Underdogs, us. I mean, we all understand how hard this tournament is to win, and you know, nobody understands it. That's a nice little shot. Nobody understands how much pressure there is, you know, going into these events and how every team, you know, like in the Masters division, there's so many teams that could win this tournament. So, you know, we definitely feel lucky to have been able to win it 3 times and hopefully go for number 4. So, you know, cross your fingers, you know, and cheer us on, you know, definitely need it. Um, it would be something, you know, probably more special to win it for. I think the first year was probably the best, you know, and every year it gets harder and harder for sure. So he's got to negotiate this kiss off this one ball here, and I think he hit that as best as he can hit it. She does have a little bit of a stretch here, but there's just such a tough angle. There's no way to kind of hold that for that 15 ball. So, but these valley tables just you know, keep her on that line there. They're buckets. So Vino isn't able to make it, so we only have 5. So it's the same guys. It's Stephen Holm, Ben Francis, Eric Vargas, and Joe Spence and myself. So usually we have 6, but this year we weren't able to Oh, you just missed her, Bundy. She was on the stream match two streams ago. Yeah, they ended up losing. It was a good little match. Couple little mistakes, but you know she went under a different her married name. So when I saw it on the screen, I didn't know who that was. Ooh, and if you could have saw like he chicken wing that so bad, it's not an easy shot, and he was moving on a shot. Like if you go back to the replay, I don't know if you can see how much he moved over that, but I'm trying to watch a little. Yeah, oh look at his whole body just like moved over, and that's gonna leave Ohio a chance to get up 2-0 here. Well, sometimes, it's good having six, you know, because sometimes things can play a factor. So it's always good to have six. It's always good to have that one backup guy, you know, and having Vino there has always been great because I could tell you there was a match where we had some real close matches, and then Steven got sick, so he couldn't make it, so we had to go in with our sixth player, and that was probably the only match I think we won by 52 points, I believe. So we all stepped up a little bit. So yeah, well, I try my best to carry the guys the best I can. My back's not like it used to be, that's for sure. Yeah, that was really nice of Jen to step up and jump into the Masters division and give her a go for sure. You know, you play up in that higher division, it definitely gives you a little bit of a wake up call. Find out where your weaknesses really are, and then it actually makes you a better player for that. Yeah, no doubt. I know he did get sick in Edmonton. That was a big tournament for him to not play in. That Alberta Open. I wish I could have played in that as well. Yeah, yeah. You never know when you need that sixth. I'd rather have him sitting there marking score than you know not having one. I'm not sure. Maybe Grant did take off to go watch the Flames game. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, that was a nice little shot. Very nice. So, forgive me, guys. I'm pretty sure the score's 2-0. I almost feel like I might have missed one game, but I think it was just a really long game. No, it would have to be 2-0 because Stefan is breaking, so they broke first. Definitely, Bundy. Will do, Dave. Definitely. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Having six definitely gives you a good peace of mind. Because I've always said this. Thank you, Adam. I've always said, you know, someone always gets picked on. No matter where you're playing teams, someone's always going to get picked on. They're breaking dry, they're getting run out, guys are breaking them, running them out. They're just getting funny tables. And sometimes you're just like, okay, you know what? You need to just have a seat. Let's put someone else in. Let's change the energy. And that makes a big difference. I'm a little superstitious, so I do believe in that stuff. What are you getting at 7-Eleven? Get some good chicken there. I was there when you guys won, guy. I was sitting right behind you guys. That was awesome. That was a fun night when you guys won the Open. to sit behind you guys and cheer you guys on. Nice, like it. Oh, looks like I'm going to be joined by this young man, Mr. Ben Francis.
Young man. Don't feel young.
You don't feel
Getting
young?
worn out. Long days.
Yeah. Wait another 10 years.
Right? It seems like you're always telling me that every 10 years. You get older, I get older.
Yeah.
You're still always way older. So what did I miss? These Fedkin-Howers play pretty good.
They're playing really well. Yeah, they're not making the mistakes that Stefan and Rita are making, and they're not like making, like he kind of had a tough angle, and he left her tough, and she actually made a great shot, but left him a little tough on the 8-ball, and he chicken winged it. So, and
and these guys will punish you.
They are punishing them for the little mistakes. It's kind of like how your match went, where Jana and Frank, like they didn't make a lot of mistakes, but did you guys punish them for it?
They made one.
She missed one shot.
No, she didn't miss. She hooked him. He
with
made
the
a
jump
shot and he
scratched.
drew it. So I don't count that as a mistake.
But there was another
because
shot.
She had to take a little risk going into
They
the
missed
balls.
one shot earlier.
He did.
Yeah.
He missed the opener after we dogged the first rack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he missed the straight-in opener.
And then the dry break.
That was it.
That's it.
Doesn't take much in
you
this
guys,
game.
You guys played really well.
Yeah, Tony's playing so awesome. What a treat. What an absolute treat. It's almost as much fun as playing Scotch with John Paypal. Oh, and you know what I told her? When she missed a ball in the first rack, John,
Yeah.
this is going to make you laugh.
Okay.
I'm like, don't worry, we're going to get back. John touched my cue. She's like, he touched mine too. I'm like, well, they're never going to beat us.
Can't.
And we got back. He missed the opener. I just looked at her. I'm like,
Oh my God.
as in, how's your luck, John Paypal Pete?
Oh, I know. Joe was laughing because we went out to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I get parking up front. Then we get back to the hotel room. I get parking out front.
Unbelievable. John always gets VIP parking no matter where he goes.
It doesn't matter. Winter, like Christmas time, I go to the mall. I get a spot right at the door.
That's right. I've witnessed that many times in our traveling days. What is up, Guy Nicklin in the chat? Richard, thanks for tuning in. Ryan Ewing, buddy, are you coming down this year? Is Ryan coming?
No, they came down to
ACS? BCA?
BCA.
BCA.
So I didn't think they were coming.
How are we going to win the international team competition, Ryan, without you?
Right?
We don't have enough Thunder Bay representation.
Yeah.
Even Guy Nicklin, too.
Exactly.
Right?
Those guys were all here when we won it. I got the picture.
That's right.
And not everyone's in the picture, but
it was good times.
And I was mentioning that earlier to Grant. I said I want to still be in singles, but if I'm not in singles, I'm getting into that international thing, and I'm going to win it.
It's a lot of fun.
We're going to win it again.
Zero money involved.
Mm-hmm.
Purely play for pride for your country.
That's right. Well, we can say that we were on the team the first time Canada has ever had its name etched in on that trophy.
That's right.
So
we
you're
played
welcome.
Germany in the final?
Yes, we did.
It was
Remember
Germany.
what they said?
I do remember. Good times, right?
Yeah.
That was fun. Then we got whooped the next year.
Well, the next year, we won't talk about the next year.
We don't talk about that. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Make sure you guys are clicking that share button lots for us. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, Guy. We don't use those words on the stream, but we know we're picking up what you're putting down, sir.
Yeah.
But just keep it PG.
They were pickles.
That's right.
Sour pickles.
Yeah, they're sour grapes.
So I'm not 100% sure on where on Challenge, but is this for fourth?
This is fifth, sixth.
Oh, this is fifth.
This is in the final six. So the winner of this is in the money. The loser is getting nothing.
Oh, so this is a big match.
Yeah. And
For
they
money.
are hoping to have this event finished tonight. They have the final scheduled for 9 o'clock, which we're hoping that it gets to there and we get to play it tonight because we're in dead stroke.
Yeah, no,
Last thing I want to
you
do
guys are
is
playing well. You know, definitely the
Yeah.
more time you stay away from the table,
hmm
you know, those little things will start to change.
That's right. We have won this event every year. Oh, really? What event? What are you talking about,
I
guy?
don't know what he's talking about.
Nobody's ever won every event every year. Oh, Germany. That's what that was. They said
Well,
they won
so
every year. Yeah,
what
yeah,
what
that's
what
right.
he said was
That's right.
he said, "Don't feel bad when we beat you
We
guys."
win every year. Yeah.
He's like, "We've won this 5 out of 7 years."
Yeah.
And to be fair,
That's all right.
right? They were in the finals with us,
hmm
and then the next year they were in the finals with New Zealand.
That's right. They always have one of the
So
best teams. Unfortunately, this year, I don't think we have any overseas teams.
I thought I saw some New Zealand guys here.
Is there maybe New Zealand?
I saw
That'd
New
be good.
Zealand.
Those guys are fun.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
good
did
guys.
hear there were a lot less overseas teams, and that's obviously just with the pandemic still lingering.
Yeah, stupid
Uh,
monkeypox.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even know what that is. I heard somebody talking.
Corey Parrish says, "Go Oilers, go!"
That's been happening here quite a bit.
Right?
They're trying to razz on the Calgary teams here.
Of course. And yeah, Guy Nicklin, I think I may just go check out some of the game in the sports book. But I'll be hanging around the stream desk. I'm not going to do commentary for all these matches just because I don't want to be staring at this computer too much.
Mm-hmm.
Want to kind of just keep doing what we've been doing. And
That's right. Keep your vision where it's at.
that's right. I'm playing really good. I'm breaking awesome. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. This tournament, Joe, is being played in the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada at the Westgate Hotel and Casino.
Great venue so far. We don't mind the heckling, not at all.
No, not
we
at
can,
all.
we can take it and we can dish it.
Peter Wood, thanks for tuning in. Dave Pajem says greetings from Philippines. Nice to see you on here, Dave.
Salamat. Well, she kind of left him a little awkward here. And you know, like Rita and Stefan, like he had to go for the breakout on the balls, and he left her like really tough. Like she didn't have a shot, you know, and which gives these guys the opportunity to get out here.
This bank doesn't lay terrible, but it's like, what are you playing shape on? Because the cue ball's kind of going the wrong way, you know?
Well, if he can avoid the 4 ball, he should be able to play that 1 rail back and play this 9 in the bottom left-hand corner,
What about,
or the 11.
could he possibly just stop right there and play the 14?
It's really tight.
Tight. I can't see
And
what
and the
kind of angle he
9
has.
ball, I do not think passes the 5 into the same corner. But even if he does rub the 4 ball, he should be able to have that cue ball come back to almost where it's at now.
Yeah, tricky to get there. Lots of bad things can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to put a lot of your focus into making the bank.
That's right.
You know?
And I think she wanted to just kind of have that slow down another inch and a half.
Yeah, to be on like
Because
the
then he
11.
can slide over and give that little 10 ball a bump.
Probably could have played the 11 and then the 9 in the side and,
Mhm.
and bumped that. Yeah.
So he still has this shot, but he's just a little close to that 8 ball, which makes this a little bit tougher, like for visual.
I don't mind Kevin Ritchie's 2 rail safe. That's a good call. Kevin, that
Mhm.
would have worked too, but look at this guy shoot. I think he
Oh.
chose the right shot. What do you think?
Oh, for sure. I mean, this guy's made some really nice shots.
He's a fantastic
Yeah,
player.
and-
I've watched him a handful of times. He always does well at these events too.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, no,
Super steady.
he's not worried about the shots. Like he's taking on tough shots.
Yeah, he's potting the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not-
He's playing the right shots.
That's correct. It's
Mhm.
not about potting the balls out here, not at this level.
Mm-hmm.
It's about just moving the cue ball around properly because you really shouldn't be missing too many balls.
Yeah, and he was in a tight spot, and you know I think this was probably the best outcome.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he could have hit the rail and bumped that 10 out and just kind of left that cue ball
Yeah,
there,
Too much
then
to
he would
ask
have had
for, though,
options.
right?
But
Too much to ask for.
when you're queuing so close to another ball, like your eyes don't work as
That's right.
good, you know.
Well, and this is a touch tricky as well.
She's
'cause
gonna bank this.
She's queuing over the 8. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was banking it.
But you see, she did put some spin on that ball, and it threw it quite a bit. So that's probably one of their first real mistakes in this match.
Guy Nicklin, the Westgate's beautiful, and the food seems great from what I've seen. I mean,
I haven't eaten here yet.
This is a really nice casino. I'm
There's a
very
really nice
impressed.
Japanese restaurant. Have you seen that?
Benihana, that's one of the most famous ones in Vegas. Benihana Village.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really nice. There's an Italian place I'd love to go eat there.
Across
at
the
some
street.
point, right across from
Yeah,
Benihana.
I saw that.
Yeah, it looks really good. I love some Italian food.
Or
Pay Pompey. Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome. We're Barry's team forever. Carrie, thanks for tuning in from Wisconsin. Richard from Windsor. Joe lives in Vegas. Yeah, definitely. Come on down. Come on down. Watch live in person. Come say hi at the stream booth, Joe.
Yeah. Might ask you a local question.
The buffet is great too, says Colin. Oh, we'll definitely check out the buffet. You can't go to Vegas.
There's a
and not
buffet
have
here.
A buffet. Yeah.
When we came here, it was the Hilton, and we came for a buffet.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. That was a long time ago.
That is a long time ago. This was the Hilton before?
This was the Hilton. You remember we came here? Yeah.
Holy cow! Well, we only came in for the buffet and then
That's right. We didn't hang out. I know that they had some really good Star Trek conventions here. I saw people walking around in Star Trek uniforms.
Yeah, the bar in the middle is kind of like the splash bar from the Riv days.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin, you got it, buddy. One more time for Hui.
That's right.
Ryan, you know who your friends are, right? Oh, God. Bundy, we got to keep the stream PG, sir. Keep the comments PG, folks.
Yeah.
There could be some children listening. VNEA does have junior leagues. Oh, look at this shot. That's a real nice shot.
I had to wait.
They're on the board.
They are on the board.
Beautiful.
And if anyone knows me, Triple P, they'll understand.
They'll understand.
I'm a funny dude.
What do we got here, John? We got some posters.
What is this you're talking about? Posters. Oh,
here's
this is the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll notice in the green writing near the bottom, the Suds and Chips mixer, as well as the banquet and awards. We're going to be streaming both of those.
Can't wait.
Not the full Suds and Chips, obviously. It gets a little messy once the alcoholic beverages come out. But we'll definitely stream till like the music comes on. Then we'd get copyright notice anyways.
Of course.
But great time. Make sure you guys tune in for that too. It's
the day after my birthday, so
I think it's the coolest thing about VNEA is how they do an awards ceremony for the singles and scotch, and then they do awards for teams.
Yeah.
You get to go up on stage. It's like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
They take a picture. This is going to be my first time up on stage at the Suds and Chips. I've never got to go up there. I always take pictures of my friends going up there.
Well, you came up there when we won.
No, Suds and Chips.
Yeah, no. Remember when we won the international?
Okay, international.
That's right,
that didn't
buddy.
count.
Of course it counts.
Well, there was like 15 of us. I don't even think they saw me in the photo, you know?
I have a photo or a video.
This will be a little closer. There's going to be 6 of us.
That's
Tony
right.
and I are going to be in the middle. We'll be in the middle with the gold.
Well, you guys are in the hot
Charlies.
seat, so as long as you can maintain that stroke through the night.
Yeah, just keep doing what we're doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
A race to 4 is tricky.
Hopefully, we're really hoping these matches just go pretty quick and we can play by 9 at the latest, you know? But right
so
now
if
they
this is
do have it.
there's another segment.
I believe that is the
That
other
one?
Fit 6 match over there.
So then those two will play each other. And
Oh,
then
no, that isn't. That isn't. The winner of that plays Jan. Oh, no.
This.
Yeah, that must be the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
Fit
Because
6.
then the winner of that will play these guys.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the winner of that will play
Jana.
That's right.
Yeah. Jana and Frank Frangopoulos.
Oh, you got Challenge is right here.
Yeah.
What the deuce?
Yeah, so the team that we beat first round, Dale Temple and April Bedard Smith, they have grinded back.
Well, that was a really, really big match for you guys to start off.
Not an easy
Because they're a
match.
tough team.
Yeah, not easy at all, that match. So they've done pretty well. Let's see, they've won 1, 2, 3, 4 matches. They're playing their 5th match to get into the money.
Bundy. These guys left me in my hotel room, and they went and caught the plane, and they didn't even wake me up.
I remember you told me about that.
Yes, they just left me. But I beat them to the airport.
That's funny.
Those guys.
So we got Team Quebec.
I love saying the Quebec versus Ohio because
Yeah.
that's like
It's cool. That's
Canada versus USA.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest things about this.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually kind of cool that we just played Jana and Frank and gave them a whooping because that's the Battle of Alberta. If
That is the
anybody
Battle
knows,
of Alberta.
Calgary
Yeah.
versus Edmonton. And we're actually playing in the Stanley Cup right now.
That's right.
Stanley Cup playoffs. Game start.
So you think he hits this hard, try to break out that 15 off the 3?
No, I don't
Or
think
do
he
you
needs
just
to
roll
move
it in?
Yeah, I don't think they need to move the 15. It goes in the same pocket.
Because this is a really big pocket with that 9 there.
They're going to be playing a little one pocket here, John. They're playing a little one hole. That window to get up there on the 11 is not very easy. I think they actually need to find this window between the 6-8.
Well, that's why I thought if he could have just played one rail into the 3 ball, he could have dislodged the
Yeah,
2 out of there, which would have opened up the 11
For
and 15 in that corner.
that might have been a better play. This can work. I tend to try to pick racks apart without moving balls, but if you can find a spot to control move the balls.
the out balls, like if he hits the 3 ball, he's got a couple out balls.
Right. This
Right.
way they have to get up on that 11, and this is okay. One good shape shot required if they get good on the 11 now.
Well, so
15's
if
waiting
he
right next
slides
door.
this up, the 15 goes into the top left-hand corner. So he needs to be somewhat straight and a little bit off the rail.
I see that play. I don't mind that play.
Yeah.
That's pretty that's simplified, you know.
And if
very
he
little
can
cue
get
ball
a
movement.
little bit higher, then he could run the cue ball into the 2, which would leave a dead straight 11 ball.
Yeah, and even if he leaves the other angle, it's still okay. He could possibly use the 1 to
That's
hold
right.
the cue ball.
The only problem is leaving that cue ball close to the rail and shooting across the table could be tricky.
But you gotta play the game this way.
Mhm.
You have to take what the table gives you. You
That's
can't be
right.
trying to do a bunch of crazy stuff. If the table's telling you to do it this way, you do it that way, you know?
That's right.
Play the correct shots.
Yeah. He says 15 goes bottom right. That's right. It does go. But trying to get to that spot.
Yeah, you'd have to get on the 11,
Mhm.
and then that would lead
Like
you
you
to
could
it.
power draw this off the rail, maybe into the 11 or into the 15.
Yeah, it
But I think if
seems
you just
too
slide
high a
up.
risk. I think he found the shot you're talking about. He looked at it. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he kind of just punched that a little bit.
Yeah, I need
He
to
didn't really
smooth
like
it.
stroke that
Yeah.
and let it slide up the table. She still has the shot.
Yeah, but is the scratch in the side on?
It may be there.
I think you gotta-
from our
You
angle,
gotta
it
draw
looks
this
like a
pretty
scratch.
smooth.
I'm just kind of looking at his. Yeah, he just totally just punched that. Just killed the speed.
I'm positive she can't go forward. Let's take a look at our other angle here.
Because what if she like draws into this? She should be able to draw into the rail.
Yeah, just below the side pocket.
In between the diamond and side pocket, the
Yeah,
cue ball
and
should
then
hit there.
Kind of go into the 2 ball like you were saying before.
That's right. And it's just circumstances now. This is what you have.
Mhm.
You know, don't worry about it. Kind of just go through the motions and just pot that in
That's
with,
right.
with a little bottom
I
right.
wonder if our YouTube comments aren't loading, or if just nobody is watching on the YouTube or wanting to comment.
So did she try to play a combo?
Let's watch the delay.
Looking at the
on
delay
our
here,
tablet here.
because she hit the 11 ball.
Yeah, it moved.
Like I don't know if
I'm
she
not
played
sure.
the combo or if she just missed it.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
So here we go again with Fred Kricknick. I can't even
Don't even
pronounce
try, John.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Jeremy Sharpshooter.
You know,
They're playing real good.
they're They've been taking advantage of all the mistakes,
Yeah,
which they're supposed to
what
do.
you got to do in this game. Yeah.
And like I said, they only made one mistake last rack. You know, just a little bit out of position on that one ball.
And just since we had Joe Cave said he lives in Vegas, he's gonna come on down tomorrow. For anybody else that's in the area, definitely come check it out. They got a beautiful seating area in this finals dome where you can. It's kind of like a raised seating. Very, very nice setup. So lots of room for everybody to sit and watch the games up close and personal.
Yeah.
Billy, your test worked, sir, on the YouTube. I was hoping somebody would do that just to make sure the comments were working. Yeah. They're quiet in YouTube.
I'm trying to go back and forth on these comments. It was pretty tough. Like, so the last match was a lot of chit-chatting going on between everyone, so...
Yeah, it gets quick.
I was like, did I miss a game?
Well, the nice thing with that, too, is the fans are very good with that.
Well,
so, like,
I did ask.
If you miss a game, just ask them.
I did ask.
They always help,
And, you know, they were pretty cool to
even like this,
respond.
like Dave Nichols, because we weren't really sure, and Peter Nilsson, too. We weren't really sure what she was playing there, what shot, but they see it, combo. She tried to play the 11 in off the 15. So it's nice to get, and like Doug says here, it's like getting a lesson from you guys. Hello from Minnesota. Hello, Doug. But we get a lesson from the viewers
I love
as well.
responding to the comments, you know, and I also love to just kind of give my 2 cents on the table as well.
Of course, yeah, we're all still learning. That's the best thing about this game, John, is you can never learn all of it.
Oh,
it's impossible. You need to live for 1,000,000 years.
I actually was talking to my buddy, and he was asking me about the tables and, you know, whatnot, and I just was talking. I just said, you know what? We really come here a little bit early, and we test how hard we have to break, because we have to see how it slides off the rails, how the balls are receptive, you know. You know,
every table
we have to figure out how hard to break.
Yeah.
You know, is this break a stun ball break? Is it a draw break? You know, like all these little things. And he's just looking at me like I'm mental.
You're crazy. It's like no idea pool is that hard, right?
It's just like,
I thought you just shoot balls in the hole of the stick.
Break as hard as you can, and just like, okay,
yeah.
How about like 45% power versus 35% power?
And it changes from table to table,
exactly.
And mostly because of the way the balls rack. So
that's
you get
right.
a kind of a different spot where maybe there's a little dent and the balls will rack different, and so you got to alter your break like on every table.
So
this
she drew that back. She didn't try to draw back that much, and she got a little extra draw on this and kind of left it a little tricky.
Look how loose his grip is. That's how you get that power on those kind of strokes.
Exactly.
He had a very loose grip, and he snapped his wrist.
That's right.
Which isn't easy to control. On a lot of shots, you kind of want to keep your wrist fairly still.
And look at how pure he hit that.
Yeah, beautiful. It reminds me of a John Schmidt grip. Is very loose,
yeah,
like that. Just kind of 1 or 2 fingers, and a lot of power out of his wrist.
Yeah. When I teach people, I always like to look at their hands, the way they are stroking that.
The grip is so important.
You know, because I want to see how hard they're gripping that.
That's
sometimes I got to get in there and move their fingers and loosen it up.
One of the most common things is death gripping.
That's right.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Now there's times.
Oh, what a great!
I
thought she cut it right in the heart.
I thought she made that.
The camera angle is deceiving, right?
Yeah, as soon as she hit that, it looked like it was going in.
Well, she looked like she cut it enough. But it just didn't quite get there.
I like to look at this replay. Because now Stefan has a shot here. This is a tricky shot.
Big pocket.
You know?
And he doesn't have to do much with the cue ball here.
He doesn't have to do a whole lot. Just watch your speed. And he hit that really well.
Yeah, right in the heart. And this is going to be 2-2.
So this is where you need to be careful. You know, make sure that you give your opponent a decent shot.
Your teammate, yeah. Well, you don't want to,
because you're going to play the 2 rails, and you don't want to scratch in the side.
That's right. Just get the cue ball to the right side
you
rail.
You don't want to leave him too tough.
This is okay.
No, that's perfect.
I like that she didn't try to do too much there. Keep it simple. Very little cue ball movement. The less you move the cue ball in this game, the better.
And, you know, with these pockets, this shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, like on a 9-foot table, this is a different shot.
Oh, this is a 100% different shot.
Here, we can go like this, John.
What did you press?
These ones. This one goes up and down on the left side. This one goes up and down on the right side of the scoreboard.
Okay.
But technically, you never need to go down. So,
No.
So you only ever need these two.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. We're training John on the stream. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying listening to John all day.
I mean, I've been doing this for a little while, but I never pay attention to how the keyboard works. I mean, I could do the score for the most part, but if he goes and changes the screen the way he did, I'm just like, all right, how do we get back?
Well, and it's just a matter of like repetition. You know, I was pretty lost too when I first started doing this. I was just like, I'm gonna put on a headset, and you guys are gonna
like I would just
thing,
come in,
right?
jump on the mic, and leave.
Yeah, that was me too. And then it was like, okay, let me walk through this.
But Grant is very busy today, and Ben is playing. So, Ben needs to maintain his focus. And, Grant needs to get done what he needs to get done. So this is why we come here to help out. So, and I enjoy getting on here, and I enjoy going through the comments and, chatting up some friends and some new friends. What are you eating there, guy? I can tell you what you could eat. Hell yeah, Joe. Jeremy's playing really well here. His last shot that he hit, man, that was not an easy shot, and he hit that too good. He hit it too good. Left his partner a little tough. But, I swear I thought she made that shot. Just rattled it just a touch. The pockets are very forgiving. And that's what makes this tournament so exciting. Because sometimes having a little bit sloppier pockets means you're going to have a lot more tables that you're running out. I did a tally on the last year we won this tournament. And I think there was 22 or 23 games played. And I think there was 19 runouts between both teams. So breaking in this is the biggest thing for sure. You get a nice table, and you're going to be putting racks together. It was weird because I was watching her line up the shot. I'm thinking, is she going to play the carom off the 7? Because that is brilliant. She left Jeremy the 5 ball here, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but he still has the 4. I don't see a lot of issues here. And, this guy's a smart player. I like the way he's thinking. Because the 7 ball is the issue, and you need to get rid of this. So you're going to have to play this off the rail, off the 14, or follow it straight in, like both balls. So he did get to play it off the ball. And did he get down far enough for this? Where she has a shot. She might have to take on the... I don't know if this 5 goes in the side. It must. My angle here is not good. If this 5 goes in the side, that's an... Oh yeah, she's getting down to shoot this. So the one real issue is just trying to maintain that 3 to the 2. Oh, so she just needed to hit a little stun on that so she can hit a little bit thicker into the ball. So Jeremy's going to have a little tester here. I think it's time he can take this 2 ball. But that 8 ball is a little bit tight because I thought if you could shoot the 2, you can slide into the 11 ball and then everything's good. But so he's just going to play this 1 rail for the 4 and try to maintain that angle to get onto the 3. So let's see how we play this here. Because I know that this table is playing a little bit quicker. We went to the other room and those tables are playing so slow. I wouldn't say they're playing slow. They actually played normal. And then in this room, these ones were playing a little bit quicker. So a little bit tricky shot because he hit that with a little check siding, which makes the shot a little bit trickier. And it probably pushed that 2 ball just a hair. Yeah, I can definitely see that, Joe. Watching Jeremy play here. And I think Ben said he's seen him play a few more times as well. And said the same thing, such a great talent, So now we just need to see Rita needs to come up with a shot here. She's got the 13. She can cut into the bottom right-hand corner, but has to be a little wary of where that cue ball ends up because it could clip that 3 ball, and it could end up in a bad spot. So honestly, I think if she makes that, she might have scratched because she hit that a little bit thicker, which meant she hit that 3 a little bit thicker or thinner as well. So, but there's a good chance that she's just going to shoot this 3 into the 13 and try to draw into this 8 ball and 2 and try to play safe. I'm not 100% sure on her angle. She might have the cue ball going down table, which makes it a little bit tougher. So, oh wow, she could go off that 3. See, these angles that I'm sitting here looking at, I did not think that the 3 can go past that ball. So that was a great shot. So the only thing that Jeremy needs to figure out here is what is he going to do with this 2 ball. You could play a straight draw. You can kind of clip into the 8 ball, but you know, that 2 ball doesn't go up in the corner because the 14. So let's see what he comes up with here. I think you need a little fortune here. And look at that. I think it goes into the side pocket. So what a great shot. I like that little shot. Nice crafty little shot. You know, even if you don't get out, you're giving yourself an opportunity. And so she's going to play this in the side. She knows that if she hits this a little thick, that the 9 ball will come into effect and make that pocket just a touch bigger. So just got to make sure you get enough juice on this where you don't scratch in the side, or if you leave him down table where he's going to be shooting over the 12 or 14. So, and I like the way she's taking her time here. She's not rushing it. She knows this is a big shot. Well, you know, the good thing about with oh, what a great shot. Great shot. One thing about Wisconsin is you're close to Canada and you'd be doing the same things we do in the winters, and that is not a whole lot, but play pool. So what a great shot that she did. Oops. There we go. Figuring out these buttons here. So they're showing their creativeness here. She used that 9 ball so she can hit the 2 ball just a touch thicker, which allowed her to keep that cue ball down by the 8. So really enjoyed that.
Sorry, guys, just a quick little chat with Grant there. Apparently, Tyler's coming on Monday.
Oh.
Mr. Steyer, so we might get a guest commentator. That would be cool stuff, right?
Most deaf.
Most deaf. So 3-2 for the sharpshooter. They're on the hill and breaking. This is exactly where you want to be when you're playing these games.
These are big momentums. I actually was mentioned I played a match, went singles, and it was a race to 5, and it was 4-3, and I had a chance to win the game. Sorry, what was the score? 3-3. So if I could have got to 4, I'm breaking, and I could win the match. I ended up playing a jump shot, and I drew the ball back full table and scratched.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like, what are the odds of that happening? And so I end up losing the game, so he's on the hill now. So I break, I run out. And now it's hill, and he breaks and runs on the hill. So I end up getting second because of that.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, you know, at 3-3, if I win that game, I put myself in the...
Can I show you this quick?
Of course you can.
See, we get these spam bots.
Oh.
So you got to go hide user on this channel.
Okay.
And then I don't know if it does anything to report them, but we report them. But they come up and they're
I don't mind clicking on
like
these.
yeah, I know, right? People always have the funniest jokes to go with it too. It's great.
I have an eye hole.
Yeah, that's why a lot of Canadian players are very good. Only
Yeah.
2 things to do in the winter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what they always tell us too when we come down here.
Yeah.
Like, you guys play good because there's nothing else to do. It's too cold to go outside. Well, like we have summer too.
Don't
But
play much in the
it's
summer.
only for 2 months.
Don't play much in the summer. Mostly golf,
Golfing, yeah.
boating,
Not this guy.
swimming.
I play right through the summer. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't play as much during the summer, but I still play lots.
Somebody's like, "Oh, what do you do in Canada in the winter?" I was like, "Well, skidooing, snowboarding, skiing."
Yeah, we play with our polar bear
Yeah.
and our pet polar bear.
I used to play hockey all the time. I don't play hockey anymore.
Yeah, I used to play quite a bit too.
Spend a lot of time outside in the winters, but now I prefer to just.
That
Might
definitely
be
is a
outside.
Canadian thing. Like every single Canadian knows how to ice skate.
Right,
Guarantee it.
for sure. there aren't a whole lot of people I know that don't play
That's right.
hockey.
That's right.
And being from Thunder Bay, we have a really good outdoor skating rinks all over the place. So we played a lot growing up.
I remember this. Derek Pop says Jeremy played Tyler Steyer a while ago and won 25-18. I do remember that. Little action. I don't know if the score would be the same nowadays. I think that was a little bit before
When Tyler found
Tyler
his
was
groove.
peaking. Yeah. He's still getting better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's peaked yet.
No, he's doing all the right things.
Yeah, he's
You
very
know.
focused.
He is.
He's
And-
very
and-
dedicated.
yeah.
And like he eats well. And, you know,
And that's huge.
and he exercises.
Yes.
And he's very dedicated to the game.
Yeah. It's definitely not like like obviously big guys can play pool, but if you add those little things in, eating right, exercising, you give yourself a little bit of an edge,
Well, I think
especially in a long race.
one of the biggest factors is so stamina, of course,
Yes.
right? These tournaments are majorly draining.
Mm-hmm.
But what I found, and I've always been in pretty good shape my whole life, never been overweight. But when I started exercising, my brain worked way better.
Yeah.
I'm thinking through patterns twice as good.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the physical side, it's the mental side. Your brain works better when you're eating good
Yeah.
and you're exercising.
100%. And sometimes that is the difference.
Oh, that was only a year ago, Derek said.
When
Tyler was shooting good, but Jeremy was on a mission. Yeah, as we can see, this guy shoots straight as an arrow. Richard, we're pretty good at that too, sir.
What's that?
Richard says, how about drinking beer?
Oh, you guys are good at it.
John does not drink. John does not partake in the alcoholic beverages.
I'm not your typical Canadian.
And thanks, Johnny Martin, for tuning in. Our streams are nothing without all our great viewers.
I'd be probably sitting here by myself, just talking by myself, which I do normally.
That's
so,
right. We just talk to ourselves. Yeah.
And I do like interacting with the people on the board.
I like this comment from Dave Nichols. He says, you have to be inventive to play this game. So many different shots to play. It's just many amateur players don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best things somebody ever told me is actually Joe. He said, to play good 8-ball, you have to be creative and aggressive.
Yeah.
And it just stuck with me for some reason.
Yeah.
Those 2 words.
Sure.
And I was like, yeah, that's exactly
Well, do you remember
it.
when
You have to play aggressive? You can't be
Jeremy
playing
was shooting
safeties.
a shot, and you're like, "Oh yeah, somebody mentioned 2-rail safety," and you're like, "Yeah, I don't mind a 2-rail safety,"
Don't
but
mind
it's
it.
like, you're at that table, you got a shot.
Yeah, you better do something with
Now,
it.
if it
Yeah.
wasn't Scotch doubles,
Now that can change.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it can
now,
change a little bit.
you know, you have to know what your partner is capable of,
That's right.
right?
That's
And
right.
not saying that they're bad. It's everyone plays different.
Different.
Everyone has
Oh yeah, even
comfortable with certain shots.
yeah, even Tony and I. She's like, I thought we were gonna use this other pattern, and I was like, I don't read into patterns overly much.
That's
I
right.
try to make a plan, but you always gotta adjust, right? And it's just about playing the high percentage shot.
That's right. You know, there's only a couple things that I look at in my pattern that I stick with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually when you get down near to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, like the out ball for the 8
like
or something like that. Yeah.
like I'll tell people, like, if you ever see me shoot the 8 ball, it's always like a stun and I'm on the 8.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Ideally, yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's not a lot of work for me to get to my last ball to the 8 and a lot of my runouts.
That's right. Rod Connor on the YouTube says, smash that like button. Let's go,
Yeah,
folks.
Hulk
Make sure.
Smash.
Hulk smash.
Right?
Make sure
Black
you guys
Widow
are.
smash.
Make sure you guys are sharing that stream on the Facebook as well. And while you're at it, make sure you like and follow our Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Mhm. Definitely follow the guys, you know, have that support.
All free coverage. And
Yeah.
the way we keep it free is with you guys showing us the love.
I enjoy coming out here, and you know, with a lot of guys, especially when I know the person, right? And even if I don't know you, sometimes there's a pattern that you play, or there's
That's
a
right.
shot that you shot, and sometimes I like to just make that comment so that if you come back to watch your stream match, you know, there could be some
It
hints
can
there.
help. Yeah, it can
You
definitely
know,
help.
and I've had a few guys come up to me because I told them, I'm like, hey, watch the stream, go back, and listen to what I was telling
Yeah,
you.
listen. Yeah. Yeah,
Because
it can be super helpful for sure.
sometimes you can't teach people stuff. You know, it only comes up when you see it. And then from that point, you can explain why you did that. Do you know what I mean? So when Stefan was shooting that 8 ball, it wasn't an easy 8 ball by any means. But he jumped up and chicken winged that so bad.
Yeah.
And what do you think the reason was, right? Remember what you and I talked about when guys would take the extension off when you're close to the rail like that,
Yeah.
shooting a shot?
Yeah.
Shortening up the stroke.
Shorten up the stroke. Yeah. That's right. Question from Cheryl Evans in the Facebook. Is it call pocket in this league? It is, indeed. It is call, ball, and pocket. That's it. Doesn't matter how it gets there. As long as you hit your object ball first. So if your stripes are solids.
That's right. Oh, so she played a nice shot to get that 8 ball out of there, but she actually just locked up the 9 ball in this bottom corner. She just nudged at 7, just enough where it doesn't go.
Well, and the big thing here is this could
Like,
be
how much angle does he have to slide over?
This could be devastating because this is do or die. Like
This
if they
is.
make a mistake here, the match is over. Can he
Exactly.
play this in off the 8? Is that a shot? John?
That is a shot,
I
and
think
it
that's a
is
shot.
not easy.
No, but I think that's the shot, right?
I like trying to pop this 15 and try to get that cue ball over as far as I can.
Underneath. Yeah, I don't. At first glance, I thought
I
he
just-
was
I don't
straight the
know.
other way.
Exactly. I
The
don't know
wrong
his
way,
angle
right?
as
Yeah.
much.
Maybe this.
Oh yeah, your little sidewinder view
Oh no,
here.
that ain't gonna tell us nothing.
I ain't gonna say anything.
That won't show us none.
So yeah, you just try to just pop this over and play this 9 ball into the top right hand
Well,
corner.
it probably goes in the side as well if you landed a little short, right?
So let's see what he does here.
He's loading up. He's gonna hammer this. He's gonna try to move the 9. He's going left side rail, bottom rail. Yeah, that was a really tough shot.
And like you said, right? He just had a really tough angle to get to that 9 ball. If you don't get to the 9 ball, you're done.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can pot that ball in and then leave your partner a pretty tough shot, or you can try to punch it in and try to create something that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, he couldn't do a lot. He couldn't leave. He couldn't just pot it and leave her super tough. He had to try to do something.
Yeah, exactly. And that was just one of the bad situations, you know. And it was unfortunate because she had to get that 8 ball off that rail.
That's right.
And just clip that 7 ball just enough where the 9 doesn't go anymore.
Yeah, a little unlucky too.
Yeah.
So I think the 7 goes like from middle table, right? So he could open with the 2 and the 1, and then save the 7 for what we call the out ball, the ball before the 8.
I like, you know, playing the 7 and maybe the 1, and then using the 2 for 3 rails to get onto the 8.
Yeah, it's you got such a big open space there, right?
That's right.
And technically, I mean, the cue ball could be right where it is now, and it's a pretty routine shot on the 8.
Yeah.
Let's go to our side angle here so we can get a better look at this shot.
So she's going to play the 2 ball here. So if she doesn't hit the 1 ball, then it should be. So
yeah, this is fine.
you can play like across 2 rails, or you can play 3 rail shape again.
The 3 rail can be a little sticky from here.
From this angle, it's a
yeah,
little tricky
the
because
siding
it
doesn't
could
want to
catch.
grab.
Yeah.
It wants to like force follow.
So he might just have to just miss the side pocket here
What about just do what I said before?
and just come across.
What about just draw like to where the cue ball was before the shot and leave her
Oh,
to
he
cut?
did go 3 rails. So
Oh, he hit it really well.
yeah.
And that's going to be curtains, folks.
Yeah. This
This is for the win and to get into the money.
Mm-hmm.
This is to get into the 4th place match and in the money.
This is how dinners are paid.
That's right. It ain't cheap in Vegas, let me tell you. You got to win lots down here.
It ain't like it used to be, that's for sure.
No. All right. Big shot here to end this match. It's always the first game and the last game are the hardest, right? Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. I think we're going to have just a little break while they wait for the other match to conclude.
Yeah, and then we'll be right back at her again.
We'll be back at it. So make sure if you guys haven't already, like and follow our Facebook, subscribe on our YouTube. And thanks everyone for tuning in, and thanks to John for doing the commentary.
No worries, I got you guys' back, yo.
We'll catch you guys in a little while.